Tesla's Gigafactory in Nevada is poised to do something very, very significant that no one seems to be talking about. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Just gotten back from Mildura, which was about a 6.5 hour drive, 6.5 hours there, 6.5 hours back with two young boys in the car, 6 and an 8-year-old. Yeah, I don't really recommend it if you can avoid it. Anyhow, we were there for a BMX race and the boys did really, really well. They had a great time. There'll be a video up on their YouTube channel if you want to check that out very soon. Hope you've had an amazing week. Tesla, BYD, Toyota have all been in the news over the past 7 days for different reasons. Toyota for all the wrong reasons, Tesla and BYD for many of the right reasons. Now, BYD, for example, just announced another battery factory within the last 24 hours. They've got a 100 gigawatt hour battery factory that's about to be completed, and also, they're now building another 30 gigawatt hour battery factory. That means they'll have, I don't know, I'm losing count of all their battery factories in China. Plus, they just announced they're building a multi-billion-dollar factory to build commercial electric vehicles. So yeah, big things are happening for them. Big things are happening for Tesla as well. Gigafactory Nevada, also known as Giga 1 or Giga Nevada, is a lithium-ion battery and electric vehicle component factory in Nevada. And people don't talk about this factory very much. It's barely in the news. We always talk about Shanghai. We talk about Fremont. We talk about Giga Texas. We talk about Gigafactory Berlin quite a lot, those four. But we rarely talk about Nevada. Now, Nevada is located east of Reno, and it's owned and operated by Tesla and supplies battery packs for the company's electric vehicles. Except vehicles produced at Gigafactory Shanghai. Battery packs are not made for Giga Shanghai at Giga Nevada. Now, if the building is fully built out to what was originally planned, it would be the largest building by footprint in the world. It hasn't been built out yet though. Originally, the factory started limited production of the Tesla Powerwall home energy storage device in the first quarter of 2016. I believe by the end of this year, Tesla will be using lithium iron phosphate batteries in Powerwalls. So if you've got an order coming now, wait until the end of the year. That's my recommendation. Now, originally those Powerwalls were built using cells produced elsewhere, but Giga Nevada began mass production of cells in January 2017. Now, one little known fact about the factory is that Giga Nevada is aligned to True North, which was done so that the equipment in the factory can be mapped by GPS and solar panels on the roof can be accurately aligned. Now, the factory has also been designed to become entirely energy self-reliant, and Tesla powers the majority of the factory through solar panels, wind, and geothermal energy. Musk said that 100 factories a similar size to Gigafactory Nevada need to be built in order to power the entire world in the transition to sustainable energy. Now, in July of 2014, it was announced that Panasonic reached a basic agreement with Tesla to invest in a factory, estimated to cost $5 billion US. But essentially, Gigafactory Nevada is a joint operation between Tesla and Panasonic. So you could technically say Tesla does make their own cells, although Panasonic largely is in charge of that. Tesla is definitely involved in cell production at the factory. This is aside from current 4680 cell production. I'm talking about 2170 cells here, and the original Tesla batteries as well. Now, Panasonic and Tesla together are going to boost production by 10% at the factory, which is the equivalent of one production line. And the facility will not be achieving this with a new line though. Panasonic is looking to improve battery production at Giga Nevada through optimization. Essentially, they're just going to optimize their current production lines to get more output. Why? Tesla needs more batteries. Why? They've sold out of the long range this year. Tesla is not taking any orders right now in the US for the long range Model 3 and the long range Model Y because they just don't have enough battery production. So Gigafactory Nevada is being pushed. Tesla's saying, come on. We need more batteries. Come on. Get some more. We need more now. And Panasonic, the team, and Tesla working together have found a way to increase production by 10%. That's where you get efficiency. Don't build an extra line. Just get 10% more efficiency in production out of your existing lines. To me, that's genius. Now, Panasonic actually announced in July that it would be constructing its second US-based battery facility in Kansas, which would likely supply Tesla's Gigafactory Texas with next-gen 4680 cells. This factory is not expected to be operational, though, until 2024. So we're going to wait a couple of years for the battery factory in Kansas to be pumping out 4680 cells. According to a Nikkei Asia report, Panasonic is planning on sending production supervisors from Japan to Giga Nevada to improve the factory's efficiency. By June, dozens of staff from Panasonic Japan had been deployed at Gigafactory Nevada to provide assistance and training to the plant's employees. As per the publication's report, the production supervisors from Japan are tasked with reducing equipment problems and boosting the facility's production output by 10% without building any new lines, just by optimizing their current lines. That's roughly the output of one production line. Gigafactory Nevada's eventual production capacity, according to Teslarati, is reportedly expected to be about 43 gigawatt hours per year. So what does all of this mean? Is this anything to do with 4680 cells? No, it's not. This is increasing current production of 2170 cells by 10%. And this goes in line with what Elon Musk said in his comments during the Q2 2022 earnings call, when he noted that Tesla has secured enough supply of 2170 cells to support Model 3 and Model Y production for the year. That said, I'm sure he'd like to increase production of those cars, considering, well, like I just said, Tesla sold out of the long-range versions until the end of the year, in fact, until several months into next year, and I'm sure they'd prefer to be delivering more of these cars if they actually could. Here's what Elon actually said. It's worth emphasizing we have enough 2170 cells to satisfy all vehicle production for the remainder of the year, so we're not dependent on 4680. The 4680 cell will be important next year, but it's not as important for this year. Panasonic, what they're actually saying is, they're saying that essentially the factory in Nevada is not as efficient as Panasonic's Japanese factories. They're saying that their factories in Japan are more efficient. They're more efficiently producing batteries. And they think they can bring Gigafactory Nevada up to the efficiency of their Japanese operations. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe some of you have worked at Gigafactory at Nevada. Maybe some of you have even worked for Panasonic in Japan and could comment on that. Let us know if you have. One thing to keep in mind here, Tesla gets batteries, right, from CATL, from Samsung SDI, from LG Energy Solutions, from BYD, 4 different companies, plus, of course, Panasonic. And Panasonic's very well aware that those 4 companies want to take Panasonic's supply contracts to Tesla away. Wouldn't you want to? That's the whole point of being in business. The whole point of capitalism is to get more sales, right? So those 4 companies are basically fighting for Tesla's business. Now we've got 5 battery supply companies. Tesla's probably playing them all off against each other and saying, what are you going to do for us? What are you going to do for us? What are you going to supply for us? Panasonic knows this is a game where they don't want to lose market share. They are losing market share, Panasonic. To who? To CATL and BYD. Not necessarily for Tesla, but in terms of global battery market share, BYD and CATL's market share is increasing while Panasonic's is not. LG Chem, they're going down as well. Why? Tesla wants LFP batteries more than they want any other battery cell, including 4680s, believe it or not. Hard to believe, but that is actually true. With a normal production line, a 2 or 3% improvement is generally considered a very good result. 10% would be amazing. Well, if Tesla and Panasonic together can hit that figure at Gigafactory Nevada, remember, this is a JV, this is a joint partnership. Panasonic and Tesla are in this together. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.